So, how long does it take to get over a breakup? Hi, my name is Jeremy Standiford, and I'm the author of the Breakup Healing System. When you're going through a breakup, you experience this searing emotional pain and a sense of loss or disorientation. You can't stop thinking about your ex and often experience strong feelings of sadness, loneliness, and guilt. And you might even ignore your friends, neglect your work, and avoid any self-care. And these behaviors only serve to make your breakup worse. So you want the pain to go away, and you want your life to feel happy and regain a sense of security. But when will this happen? How long will it take to get over your breakup? In this video, we're going to discuss several scientific studies that give us an idea of how long it takes to get over a breakup. And we're also going to discuss 4 major barriers to getting over your breakup and what you can do about it. And I have links to all the original sources in a blog post on my website, breakuphealingsystem.com. There are links to the posts in the description below if you want to read the full articles and check my sources. So let's get started. In 2007, researchers from Monmouth University did a study of 155 undergraduate students who had gone through a breakup of a relationship lasting an average a year and a half. What they found was that 58% of the students in the study felt better after 11 to 24 weeks. And 71% of the students said they had grown from the breakup. In contrast, 31% of the students reported negative emotions after those 11 to 24 weeks, and 33% reported negative overall impact from their breakup, while 25% felt neutral and 41% reported a positive overall impact. So what this study tells us is that after 3 to 6 months, you'll most likely be feeling at least a little bit better. And if you want to start feeling better now and ensure a positive overall impact from your breakup, check out the Breakup Healing System. It's an online course designed to help you process and release all the negative emotions about your breakup and resolve any trauma you may still be carrying with you. And then in later sections of the course, we'll work on getting clear about what you really want in life and then create it in your reality. We'll do this using a powerful goal process that eliminates barriers and limitations that block you from achieving any goal you may have, whether that's creating your ideal relationship, ideal career, or ideal body. So the overall process of the Breakup Healing System is to first remove what's causing you pain and then add in what brings you happiness and fulfillment. So if this sounds interesting to you, I've created a free mini version of the course that gives you some basic processes you can use to get over your breakup now. There's a link in the description below. Try it for free now and see if it's something you want to explore further. So the Monmouth study gives us an idea of how long it takes to get over a breakup. But that's really not the whole story. In my research of peer-reviewed journal articles, I've identified 4 factors that affect getting over a breakup. So I'm going to talk about these 4 factors and what you can do to overcome them. And as always, I've linked to my blog at breakuphealingsystem.com in the description below with all the sources to these articles. So if you want to check my sources, just click the links in the description below and check out the articles in the blog post. So let's get started. A 2011 study at Minnesota State University identified several factors that affect how painful a breakup will be and how long it takes to get over a breakup. And these factors are your relationship with your parents or primary caregiver, how you view your past, and something called time orientation, which is whether your focus is on the past, present, or future. And another 2015 study I found identified that fear of being alone as a major factor in getting over a breakup. So I'm curious, what are you struggling with in regard to your breakup right now? Leave a comment below and I'll respond with my best advice to as many of your comments as I can. So let's talk about these 4 factors and what you can do to speed up your post-breakup recovery. The first factor that affects getting over a breakup is your relationship with your parents. The data from the Minnesota State study showed that students who had a weak or mistrustful bond with their parents or caregivers reported significantly higher levels of anxiety, depression, and loss of behavioral control after a breakup. And a separate study from 2003 that I found showed that people who have a weak bond to their parents were more likely to abuse alcohol and drugs to cope with a breakup. So if you have a strong, secure, trusting relationship with your parents, you're going to get over your breakup more easily and quickly. And this makes sense. If you have a good relationship with your parents, you're probably going to have better coping mechanisms and a more positive view of yourself and others. And if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, not all hope is lost. You can recover just as easily if you have the right tools and support. In the Breakup Healing System, we do exercises specifically to help you resolve issues with your parents and your ex-partner. And a lot of the work we do resolving feelings about your ex can translate directly to resolving issues with your parents. Because our romantic relationships often rhyme with our relationship with our parents, it's important to look at both of these relationships and see what needs to be healed or resolved. And if you can do this, you'll break the cycle of bad relationships and create healthy, fulfilling romantic relationships for yourself in the future. If this sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to sign up for the Breakup Healing System free mini course. There's a link in the description below. So how you view your past also affects how long it takes to get over a breakup. The Minnesota State University study revealed that students with a positive view of their past were more resilient after a breakup. They reported significantly less distress than students who viewed their past negatively. The researchers aren't exactly sure as to why having a positive view of your past can help you get over a breakup. They suggest that when you see your life history in a positive light, you give less weight to the breakup. The breakup is seen as a small flaw in a generally positive background. People who see their past positively have more self-confidence, self-worth, and an expectation that the future will work out. So, how do you view your past? Do you view your past from a mostly negative perspective, or do you have a generally positive view of your past? If you tend to have a more negative viewpoint regarding your past, then it's going to be more difficult for you to get over your breakup. And a big part of what the breakup healing system is about is letting go of the past, particularly your negative thoughts and feelings about the past. When you do this, you will feel more naturally positive. It's like taking the weights off a hot air balloon. Without the weights, the balloon naturally floats upward. I've created a free 4-part video mini course that will show you how to get started with letting go of negative feelings about your past. There's a link in the description below you can use to enroll in this free course now. And so your time orientation also affects how long it takes to get over a breakup. The Minnesota State University study revealed that people who have a more future relationship orientation were more likely to experience greater distress after a breakup and take longer to recover. And a future relationship orientation in this context means having strong desires for relationship commitment and permanency. Conversely, the study showed that students who were less anxious about finding a life partner and better able to enjoy relationships in the present were more resilient when the relationship ended. This difference in breakup resilience makes sense because more is at stake for people with a future relationship orientation. When you're heavily invested in finding a life partner, the loss of a boyfriend or girlfriend is a threat to your urgent, immediate goal of finding a life partner. A future relationship orientation also contributes to the cognitive error of particularization. Particularization is a fancy term for the idea that a romantic partner is the source of love and is necessary for the experience of love. Particularization results in the glorification of romantic partners and anxiety over a possible breakup. The loss of your partner means the loss of love itself. If you particularize, the experience of a breakup is not just postponing your goal of finding a life partner, but the end of all hope that you'll ever find love and be happy. In the Breakup Healing System, I've created several exercises designed to help you let go and overcome this type of thinking. As you let go, you'll find that you'll become less focused on the future and more centered in the here and now. This is a natural consequence of letting go. And you will see, as I have, that other people are not the source of love, and that other people are not necessary for the experience of love. As I began to let go of negative feelings around my breakup, I began to feel more love and happiness in my present experience while completely alone. And this culminated in a transcendent experience of unlimited and unconditional love. This experience had a profound effect on my life, and it's a big reason why I created the Breakup Healing System. The experience of unconditional love was so exquisite that I've made it my life's work to help others share in this experience. If you want to hear my full breakup healing story, head on over to my website at breakuphealingsystem.com where you'll find the full details. And so the final barrier to getting over a breakup is the fear of being alone. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Personality revealed that if you have a strong fear of being alone, then you're more likely to have a strong attachment to your ex-partner. According to the study, fear of being alone was the single most strongest predictor of having a strong attachment to your ex-partner. It was a greater predictor than things like anxious attachment, as well as the features of the breakup, such as who initiated the breakup and passage of time since the breakup ended. Another interesting result from this study was the results were the same for both men and women. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, if you have the fear of being alone, you're going to have a hard time getting over your ex. And I can relate to this because I've struggled with the fear of being alone in the past. Despite being an introvert, I used to have a terrible fear of being alone. I felt like if I was alone and didn't have a girlfriend, then I lacked worth as a human being. And of course, this made it hard for me to get over breakups. The fear of being alone also led to making a lot of other bad decisions, like wasting time with the wrong people just because they were available and I didn't want to be alone. Once I started letting go, I began to enjoy my own company more and more. Now I really value my time alone. I have spent long periods of time being completely alone and had no problem with that whatsoever. One of the major reasons why I can feel comfortable with being alone now is because I've released emotions like fear and the feeling of wanting love from others. As I let go of these emotions, I experience the unconditional love that is at the root of all existence. Once you feel this love for yourself, you'll never seek love from outside of yourself ever again. You may still have enjoyable and fulfilling relationships with others, but you'll no longer make the error of believing that they are the source of love in your life. The experience of unconditional love is the happiest and most satisfying experience in my entire life. And this experience is possible for you just from the simple process of letting go of uncomfortable feelings like fear. Within each of our hearts lies infinite, unconditional love. Many spiritual traditions talk about this type of love. And in my opinion, the easiest way of realizing unconditional love for yourself is through letting go. And your breakup presents a golden opportunity for you to get started with letting go. I've created a free 4-part video course that reveals the basics of letting go. This way you can get a feel for what the Breakup Healing System is all about and decide if it's something that you want to explore in greater detail. There's a link in the description below. Enroll in this free course now and start healing your breakup. So I'm curious, what are you struggling with in regard to your breakup right now? Leave a comment below and I'll respond to as many of your comments as I can. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.